this is Suzanne Williams with Essential Oils, Health Matters, and Living the Wholesome Life. And we are on week 29, day 1 of our positive, peaceful affirmations that we are doing every day, Monday through Friday. And we are following Dr. Susan Lawton's book, Positive Peaceful Growth Calendar. And you can buy it at Aroma Tools or Oil Life. Anyway, if you love positive, thank you, hun. If you love positive affirmations, if you love music therapy, and if you love aromatherapy and essential oils, I think you're just going to love this book because it's the perfect combination of all of them. The affirmation for this week is I am anticipating extraordinary things happening. And I had to think about that for a while. Anticipating extraordinary things happening. And I thought, you know what? My God is a God of miracles. And your God is a God of miracles. As we were reading the scriptures today, we were reading about how God was helping Moses and made Moses so powerful to do so many mighty miracles and to walk through the Red Sea on dry ground. And God is a God of miracles. As we study the scriptures, we can see that He is a God of miracles. And often He saves us at the last minute. So, like he didn't really open up the waters until they put their feet into the water. They started walking into the Red Sea, right? And there's so many miracles that happen right at the last minute. So, am I anticipating extraordinary things happening? Yes. I don't know how God is going to work in my life. And I don't know how He's going to work in your life. And I don't know how He's going to work in people's lives around the world. But I will say this. I know He loves us all. I know He's in charge. I know that everything He does is for our best good. I know that there are scriptures that say that God can turn anything that happens to our good. So life is changing pretty fast right now. And there's a lot of big changes in the world right now. And I believe that God can make everything that we go through, whether we are learning patience, whether we're learning how to better connect with our family, whether we are learning caring for our neighbors, whether we're learning faith in our leaders, whatever it is that we're learning, I think that God is moving in extraordinary ways. And so I can trust that affirmation. Okay, the affirmation for today is I am noticing the good things that happen and I am thankful. So there excuse me, there are so many good things that are happening right now. As I look outside, the sun is shining, spring is coming, the trees are, the blossoms are starting to pop on some of the trees. The flowers are coming up, the daffodils are up in my area, and the tulips, you can see the leaves are up, not the bulbs yet, or the flowers yet, but the leaves are up. And so we can see that good things are on their way. Robin, we have a tree right in front of the 2 windows in my front room that looks out of my house, the one that faces the side of my house that faces the street. And in that tree, in that aspen tree, there is a robin that every year builds its nest. And she's back and building the nest again. So I haven't seen my first butterfly, but I can bet butterflies are coming. So good things are happening. And as we look for the good things that are happening, and as we are thankful for them, it changes us. It changes us in powerful ways. I know, believe me, I know. Sometimes it's hard not to worry or to fret about things that we see happening in the news. But God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of strength and power and a strong mind. I know I got that scripture wrong. Someone I'm sure can quote that better than me. But God hasn't given us a spirit of fear. We don't need to be afraid of anything that happens. Now, as I'm saying this, have people died around the world? Yes, they have. Is it possible that we might be one of those that die in this worldwide pandemic? Yes, it is. And you know what? That's okay. It's okay. I'm not saying that I would ever wish anyone to die. I would never wish anyone to die, ever. But life is limited for all of us. And God has numbered our days. And we can trust Him that we can trust Him with whatever happens. We can trust that He's all wise and all knowing. And so we can be thankful. We can be thankful in whatever happens. Anyway, I'll probably say a little bit more on that later. But I'm just letting you know that I trust God. Does that mean that we shouldn't do everything that we can to keep ourselves and our families healthy? No, God would want us doing that. He would want us doing everything we can to keep ourselves and our families happy and healthy, and our neighbors healthy. And like right now in Utah, where I live, the governor has issued a stay home, stay safe, and we're following that, right? Anyway, I hope that you are following your leader's advice wherever you are, and that you are staying as safe as you can through this ordeal that we're all going through. Okay, so again, the affirmation for today the affirmation for today is, I am noticing the good that happens and I am thankful. And as we notice the good, we can brighten our lives, we can brighten other people's lives. It makes our world work better, our brain work better. Excuse me. As I'm thinking about noticing the good that happens, I watched the movie The Hiding Place with the Ten Boone sisters, Corey, and I can't think of her sister's name right now. Anyway, but they got put in a concentration camp together because they were hiding Jews, and one of the sisters was so good at noticing all the gifts that their situation had to offer. There are gifts. There are gifts in every situation. Let's look for them. Let's be happy for them. Okay, the music for this week is I'm Walking on Sunshine by Katrina and the Waves. And I really had to think about that because that might not be a song that I would be choosing to play right now. But I think it's a song that can remind us of what a big celebration we're going to have when this is all over. I don't know if you're a student of history or not, but I am a huge student of history. And when World War I is over, or World War II is over, there's a huge celebration because the trouble had passed and was gone. Now, I really do believe that when this is all over, there will be such a huge celebration. And so this song, I'm Walking on Sunshine, to me, it reminds me that this COVID-19 has not come to stay with us. It is something that we are going to deal with for a time, and then it's going to leave. And when it leaves, we are going to celebrate so much. So, I'm walking on sunshine. Whether you're celebrating the good things in your life and you with that song, or whether we're all reminding ourselves that this stuff doesn't come to stay. It's going to pass, and we are going to celebrate big time when it's gone. It's an amazing, I'm Walking on Sunshine is an amazing celebrational song. Just feeling good. Okay? Just wanted to remind you. Hold on just a minute. Honey, if you want to go upstairs, you're welcome to. Anyway, my husband just kind of walked in from his walk, and I think he's just resting downstairs, not wanting to interrupt us. Okay, the diffuser blend that we're diffusing, I think you're gonna really, really love this diffuser blend. The first one is helichrysum. I'll say we're gonna diffuse 2 drops of each of these. The first one is helichrysum, and it is actually the oil for pain. That means that whether you have emotional pain or physical pain, helichrysum is gonna help with that. Okay, and then the second one is cedarwood, which is the oil of community. And the third essential oil that we're diffusing is the oil of wintergreen, which is the oil of surrender. Now, sometimes I think that when we go through things, I wanted to talk about, well, first of all, I think they're all amazing oils for this time. The oil for pain, the oil for community, the oil for wintergreen, oil for pain, right? A lot of us are having some emotional pain over what's going on, and that is natural, okay? So if that's happening to you, just know you're human. Of course, you probably have some pain of sadness over what's going on. Then cedarwood, the oil for community, right? Even though we are staying home and staying safe, we can still continue to reach out and build our communities. We have the technology to do that. And we have the inspiration and the creativity to do that. And then wintergreen, the oil of surrender. Am I in control of what's happening right now? Absolutely not. I think that most people like to feel like they're in control, and what's happening right now, a lot of us are not in control of. We can surrender to that. We can realize that we don't have to be in control of everything. That we can, even though we might not be in control of things, we can still learn from things. We can still grow. We can still grow in love with our family and our friends. So, I think all of these are just an amazing diffuser blend. It's amazing how so much of what's in this book seems to be easily paired with what's happening in life. I am loving that. Okay, so again, the diffuser blend that we're diffusing is 2 drops of helichrysum, which is the oil for physical or emotional pain, 2 drops of cedarwood, which is the oil of community, and 2 drops of wintergreen, which is the oil of surrender. The song for this week, put it on. Just put it on to think of how much we're all going to celebrate when this is over. Or maybe how we can celebrate the small things while we're going through this. Even though we're walking through some very dark days right now, we can still celebrate the good. So the music or the song for today is, or the whole entire week, is I'm Walking on Sunshine. And the affirmation for today is, I am noticing the good that happens and I am thankful. And the affirmation for the entire week is, I am anticipating extraordinary things happening. Okay, this is Susanna Williams with Essential Oils, Health Matters, and Living the Wholesome Life, letting you know that I know that we have the power in us with God to make it a great day. Bye-bye.